The recording has started, so now we're officially on our way. So, what the hell are we doing? We did shooting, right?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot each other.
Yes. So we have shooting, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, so let's make it so that we can actually shoot each other, because that's the point. First I kinda wanna... First I kinda wanna... Oh. Yeah, we can make it... Is there a good button that's not as loud? Maybe shift or something.
Maybe just let's click, I don't know.
Yeah, it is quite loud actually. Since we all have fucking mechanical keyboards. Yeah, let's make it shift instead. That's a good idea. So let's go to player. Player.cpp, and we'll make we'll turn space into left shift. Wait, shift. I have shift in here, right? Oh, wait, I haven't added shift. Am I dumb?
Wait, did you make your own key, Enam?
Yeah.
Alright.
I didn't add shift.
You
Crap.
can call it the key number.
Oh!
What a jokester.
Okay, let's keep it as space, but just smash it a little bit nicer, maybe.
I want $sign.
Oh god. Okay, you can make it $sign, and enjoy that experience. Okay, so we want to make some collision detection between the players and the bullets. So let's do that. It's not really a collision detection course, but we'll do something simple. We'll just do a distance check. A distance check between the two things. Check for collision with players. So we're just gonna loop through all the players.
Doesn't that mean you can shoot yourself?
Good catch.
Dream.
Yeah, the dream. So we're gonna check the distance, right? So we'll do float dist squared is equal to... Oh yeah, we should do the difference first. So we'll do diff x. It's x minus player dot x. Diff y is y minus player dot y. And then we're gonna do the distance. We only actually need the distance squared, because we're just gonna check if the distance is less than some radius. So we don't need to worry about square rooting it. But of course, do you guys remember the formula for getting the distance squared between 2 points?
X squared plus y squared, right?
Yes, very good. So we do x diff x times diff x plus diff y times diff y. So that's gonna be the Pythagorean formula. And it's pretty fucking neat. Pretty neato. Sorry?
Did you include player?
I did.
Should we check if they are alive as well?
Ah, good catch. We should check if they're alive. So if player alive, continue. If they're not alive, we don't care. Just continue.
Should we also like save the ID of the player that shot, so we don't shoot ourselves? I guess that's what Leon said.
Yeah, so that's a good point, right? We should be saving. We should be saving ourselves. Let's define some radius first. So we should define some sort of how big the area, how big the bullet is, and it's 8, so it's 4. Since we made the sprite the 8 size, so that means the radius is 4. Good enough. And then we'll do the same on the player. So on the player radius size, we made the square 32 by 32, so that means the radius is going to be 16. Okay, so in a projectile, let's check if this distance squared is smaller than some radius squared. So we're gonna define the radius squared, and that's gonna be projectile radius plus the player radius. Right? Because if we have two spheres, they have radius A and B, then the distance between them when they're touching is gonna be A plus B. So that's the distance between them, where if it's smaller than that distance, we know the two circles are touching. And now we're gonna square it, of course. There we go. Because we're checking against a square distance, we also have to make the radius squared. And then we check if this squared is lesser than radius squared, then boom, destroy.
Does this work even though STL is not at like the X and Y is not at the center of the square, it's up in the corner?
Great observation. Let's try it.
Also, should we have if server to only run this code on the server?
We'll talk about that. It's a good question. So yeah, first of all, we can't shoot anymore. Because of course, since we're spawning the bullet inside of the player, it will immediately collide with ourselves. So no one can shoot now.
We have to stop touching ourselves.
We have to stop touching ourselves, yes, exactly. So we are going to fix that by having some sort of owner for every projectile. So it's owner player. And what we're gonna do, whenever we do this collision checking, we're gonna check this player that we're checking with, is that the owner player? So let's add that to the spawn. What I call this player. Sure. We're gonna add that to the spawn list here. It's getting quite big, but it's fine. And then I'll just set it. Come on. and then I just set it in here. Okay, so now that we have an owner player here, we can just check it here. If the player's ID is equal to owner player, then we continue. That means the collision checking we're doing right now is with the player that shot us, so we don't want to care about that. Okay. So now we gotta update our net message to include this player integer. So let's do that. In client main, I'm gonna check out projectile spawn. And we're gonna read another integer here, which is just the player ID. And we're gonna pass that into spawn. Okay, so since we're reading another integer, we of course have to write another integer on the server. So let's go do that. So when we're requesting to fire, we'll add it after the projectile index here. So here we'll just add response, write user ID. And then of course in the spawn here we also need to provide the user ID in the beginning there. Isn't that neat? Okay, let's try it. Can you turn this off somehow? Alright, seems to work. So now we can shoot. But of course, you might have noticed the collision checking isn't all that great. So Beppo, can you come up here with me? And this guy, get out of the way. So if I shoot Beppo now... Oh, whoops. You can see that, okay, so there's an area here where I can still shoot him and it doesn't hurt him. Even worse if I shoot him diagonally like this, I believe. Like, see, it just goes right through him. And otherwise, if I shoot him at the top here, you'll see that I hit him even though I'm not even close to him. So the collision checking obviously isn't all that great. And the reason is the thing that Wilhelm said. So if we sort of write out or draw what we've done here, is that we will have our little bullets and our player, and we're basing the sphere around its position, which is in the top left corner. Because since we're drawing the rectangle from this point, that's going to be the top left point of the rectangle. And here is the collision box of the player. That's a great circle. Holy hell. Okay, so here we have a problem, right? Because there's this huge gap here where we don't have collision. And there is this huge gap here where we have collision but we shouldn't have. But this is very easy to fix. All we have to do is just make sure that we're drawing the box where it's supposed to be. So we want to draw the box so the middle point of the box is the center point of the player. We could do that, Philip, the thing you posted in chat, but of course we're gonna have to do that everywhere where the position is important. And it's just quite annoying for what is essentially just a visual bug. Like, the visual bug is that we're drawing the cube or the rectangle offset where we kind of want the rectangle to be in the middle. So we should just fix that bug, and then everything else we just sort of go with it. So let's do that. So I am going to do in the player draw. Here I am going to offset the X and Y, use minus player radius. And since player radius is half its size, we're gonna draw the box. Instead of drawing it at the position, we're gonna draw it at the position minus half its size, which will draw the box like this, centered. So that's what we're gonna do.
We're also gonna have to do that for the text.
Yes, we have to do the same thing for the text.
Isn't it plus for the Y? Because it's Y is plus is down. The Y.
Well, no, it doesn't really matter actually, because since it's drawing from the top left downwards.
Oh, right. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
So here's gonna be Y minus player radius minus 16. Okay. Let's see how that works. Yeah, okay. So now when you're shooting, you can see that the bullet actually comes out from the center of your body. So that's pretty cool. However, the collision checking still isn't exactly perfect by any means, because the bullet is still also the same thing. The bullet is also drawn in the top left corner, so we're gonna center the bullet as well.
And also there's a circular collider instead of
yeah,
collider.
and also the corners will be slightly clipped, but it's fine. So I'm gonna go into projectile and do the same thing for its draw function. So here I'm gonna do minus projectile radius. Holy hell. Oh my god. Projectile radius. And here the same thing, projectile radius. There we go. So let's bring it out. Alright, so now it looks pretty good. Man, you guys are sure having fun, huh? Stop! Okay. So, okay, so that's fun, so we can shoot each other, kinda. But let's actually make it so we can kill each other, because that's the fun part about shooting, is killing. So, so let's do that. Let's also remove this spamming of the prints here. It may be a little bit much. So, okay. So I'm just gonna remove this print, and I am going to go into server main and just remove the fire here. I'm not quite sure why I added it. There we go. And so what we'll do, something funny, because I like to have fun, is that I am going to go into projectile, and I'm gonna say, if you're the server, I'm gonna kick the player gets shot. So So we'll do server kick user player.id. There we go. And I have to include the server. So if you get hit by one bullet, then you kicked. So one person is gonna rule rule the server, and we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be very interesting. So let's start up the server and see what happens. Ah! Oh, you kill each other! Go, it's Killer Man with his cheese. Ah, I got him!
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, Killer Man is on a fucking another level.
Go.
Ah! He flew too close to the sun. Oh my god, Halo lover. Ah, I wanna join in on this actually. I'm gonna rule. Okay, let's go.
Gotcha.
Let's go, bitches.
No!
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, he's no. Oh no, the server.
Damn it.
Oh, I did a double kick there. Whoops. Okay, so
Welcome to my Let's Play.
so cool. So we made a shooter. So that's cool.
Can we add a kill feed?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Let's add a kill feed so we can actually see who's doing good here. Oh, Killer Man, he's fucking the best.
Ah.
So let's so let's Coffee Slayer. Let's add some things. First of all, right now people can okay. First of all, let's acknowledge what we've done here. What we've done here is that the server always decides who dies, right? Since we've if servered this, and this is all run locally on the server, where the bullet's supposed to be and what this collision is. So that means on your screen you can be dodging the bullet, while on the server it decides that no, actually you're dead, you got hit. So this is a very server authority game, and this is the always a hot topic in networking when you're playing like CS:GO and stuff. It's like who has authority over who got shot, And it generally said that CS:GO is a client shooter authority game. So the shooter, the one who shoots, is the one who decides who dies and what gets hit. What gets hit. I don't know why that sentence was so hard. And that is generally more unsafe. Like you have probably heard, like never trust the client because the client can lie. And it will be very easy, and that's probably one of the reasons. I mean, I won't even talk about it like I know, but that could be one of the reasons why it's so notorious with cheaters in CS:GO. Because since the server just trusts what the client says, the client says like, "Oh, I shot this guy," and it's like, "Okay, I trust you." Then I mean, you can just send whatever you want over to say, "Oh, I totally shot that guy, and I'm the best." But in our game, you can't do that. You can't say, "Hey, I killed this man," because the server is the one who decides where your bullet is, where you are, and who gets hit. So that's cool. My bet boys is fucking holding the fort, man. Oh no! Okay, so let's add a little kill feed just because it's fun. Because why not? Then maybe we'll add like lives or something going forward. So let's first of all add a kill field. So I want to print on the server here that, like, you know, use player this name killed player this name. So let's do that. So whenever the server decides to kick someone because they got killed, we're gonna print a little message. So we'll do eng print, and then we'll write. How should we write it? What's a good kill feed format? Is it like X was killed by Y, or is it X killed Y? Let's just do X killed Y. We'll do. So we'll do. Where is it? There we go. S. We'll do that. So then we'll fetch. Okay, who's the killer here? Well, the killer is the owner of this bullet. So we're just gonna do players, player owner, name. So we'll fetch the player who is our owner based on the ID that we have. And then we'll fetch their name and print that as the first string here. And then after that we can use type player name, which is just the guy that we just killed. So now we have a kill feed. How nice. So let's go. Let's see if this works. Oh, whoops. It's not player owner. Owner player. Oh, okay, of course. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Ah, Halo Lover 3000 killed Killer Man. Oh. Man, the names are so weird that the kill feeds look super strange. It's like arrow, this guy's. But Halo Lover 3000, is that Frederick?
No.
It is Frederick. Oh, he got in his hubris. Yeah, so this is the problem, right? Because now someone, Coffee Slayer, is off screen. Just cheating his way to victory, right? Because he can stay out of line, but he can still shoot into the screen, right? So what I want to do is to constrain the players a little bit, so you can't run out of the arena. Man, Onyx emissaries. Forget. Oh, there we go. Ah! But let's make them a little bit faster, because I feel it's like if someone shoots at you, you have very little chance to get out of the way. So I'm just gonna increase the speed of the players a little bit. So let's make them faster. So I'm gonna go into player.h. I'm gonna make their speed, what do you say, 180 maybe? Almost twice as fast. Should be fun. And remember, the speed has to match on the server and the client. Yeah, now we got a fucking action game here. Oh! Man, is this guy cheating? Because he seems to be moving very weirdly.
My bullets are spawning like way out of my body.
Well, really? Oh!
I get spawn killed sometimes. Fuck.
yeah, it's quite hard to stay alive when you have no idea what the fuck's happening.
I'm at war with Killerman.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah? Bring it on, dude.
Oh, is that Oliver? Is Oliver Killer Man?
Yes.
Oh, get fucked.
Damn it! When I get kicked out, I accidentally write in the fucking editor. So.
Yes. Okay, so let's see here. What should we? Yeah. Okay, so let's constrain the players a little bit.
And also, can we not shoot when the bullet speed is 0?
What?
Can we like skip the bullet spawn if the velocity is 0?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's.
'cause otherwise the bullet just stays in place.
Yeah, it's kind of ugly. Yeah, so let's do that. So Yes, lane miles. So we're gonna go into player.cpp, and you say that. Or actually, let's do it on the server actually, so you guys can't cheat, because I know you will cheat otherwise. Because you always do. We're gonna go into server main, and you say, okay, if the player's input x is 0, and the player's input y, god damn it, input y is 0, then break. So the request will still come, but we'll just not acknowledge it. Okay. And then let's go in and fix the constraining then. So we'll go into player.cpp proset. So we'll go into the player.cpp. And let's see here, where do we move? We move here. So after the input has been applied to the x and y, we're just gonna clamp x and y to make sure you can't move out of the screen.
Or should we have wraparound maybe?
Sorry?
Should we have wraparound? Like if you go to the right, you go come out to the left.
But then
I don't know, maybe that's
really hard.
Yeah.
The bullets is
Never mind.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Actually, it's gonna be impossible. Let's. Yeah, let's. I'm just gonna make clamp define here. Whatever, clamp. X, Y, or a min max. That's gonna be.
You make so many macros, man.
A less than min. Return min, otherwise a more than max. Return max, otherwise return a. There we go. Yeah, we're just making sure you're you're assault. She just threw a duck at me.
Duck.
Okay.
Well, one thing you gotta remember when he throws at you next time,
Yep.
you got a duck.
Oh! We got a comedian in the chat room, guys.
Kick him.
Well,
Gonna-
you can't be here forever.
I'm gonna IP ban you. So let's clamp it. So we'll say AX is equal to clamp X to 0 and 800. And Y will clamp to 0 and 600.
Can we also add so that we actually aim using different keys than movement inputs?
No,
Oh, I tried doing that, but the server doesn't allow it.
no.
And then also the clamp, shouldn't that be like 0 plus player radius and 800 minus player radius?
Yeah, we can do that. And again, to make sure that you guys aren't cheating, because I know how you are, I'm also gonna do this for the, whoops. I'm also gonna do this over here in the net receive position. So I'm also gonna clamp new X and new Y. So that even if you do cheat on the server, you will still be considered inside the box.
Just remember, you added the on the clamp. Just one sec. Yeah, all right.
There we go. So let's see if this works. Looks like it. Yeah, so now I can't move outside of the box, so I can't run away from you guys. Ah!
Could you show the clapping thing in player?
Oh, whoops. Oh, wow. Okay, that was some weirdness.
come on.
How did you survive that, killer man?
Alright, now it's just spawn killing. Real sportsman-like. Oops. I fucked up the controls. I can only go diagonally.
Okay, so let's so that works. So that was good. So now people can't hide like people can't hide outside like little babies.
Ah, there's the problem.
So let's also add a timer, a little shooting timer, so that you can't shoot too fast.
As you can't spam.
Yeah.
the
So let's
shot.
make, because that will make it a little bit less like spam and more like, okay, you have to actually think about when you're shooting and how you're aiming and stuff like that. And I think it will become a little bit more fun. So let's also add a little timer to shooting, so that you have to really think about when you want to shoot. So let's do that. And let's also make that a server timer, so that if you guys are cheating, you won't it won't work. So I'm trying to code here because I know you guys are troublemakers. So I'm gonna add a float last fire time. Did I add a time since function actually? No, I didn't. Whatever. Okay. So on the player, we're gonna have a last fire time, and this is gonna be set and checked on the server. So on the server main, whoops. I'm also gonna make a define player fire cooldown, and we'll set it to 1 second. So you can only shoot 1 bullet per second. So then in server main, we're gonna check here. Are you allowed to shoot this fast? So what we'll do here is we'll do if player, or no, if eng time elapsed time minus player last fire time is less than player fire cooldown, then we break. Then you don't get to shoot. Because the time that has passed since your last fire time is not big enough. And then we'll do player last fire time is equal to eng elapsed time. Okay? Let's try it. Perfect. So killer man. Oh, get wrecked.
Are you doing the lagging thing?
No. You have to be pro, man. You have to be smart.
Can we be like invulnerable for like half a second or something?
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do some sort of invulnerability timer or something. Oh, come on! And you're dead. Fuck. No! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! I'm the teacher, don't shoot me! Oh, get fucked! Oh! You can't kill me, dude.
Still the stupid lag thing I'm trying.
No! Oh shit. Whoops. Hey, spawn kill Doom guy.
Alltså så är det så jävla lagg.
Someone's ball killed me as well.
Oh, snopp. Beppo, I mean.
Is this the lag problem? Because I see my bullets hit people, but nothing happens.
Yeah, so yes, that's probably lag. So that's the problem, right? If you're seeing a bullet hit someone, it's all up to the server, right? You have no decision about whether someone dies or not. So if your state is not properly synced up with the server, then you might see that your bullet is hitting someone, but they don't actually die. And that's where it comes to the, like, who actually decides if someone dies or not. Whoops. Oh,
Come
snipe.
on.
Oh!
Oh my god, man.
No! This is fun, actually. I don't want to program anymore, I just want to play this. Oh, spawn camp.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Gotcha, Oliver.
Scheisse.
Killer man is going down. Yes.
Yeah.
So the shots are still being sped up diagonally.
Yeah, so if you move diagonally, the the shots are still faster. I'm pretty sure this guy is cheating. It looks like he's cheating. Okay, so that's cool. So we made a little game. We've talked about today about spawning, how that's handled. We talked about collision and authority when it comes to shooting and killing. Let's take a little break. So let's do a 10-minute break. Just think about what we've done. Think about each other, you know. Think about life a little bit. And then we'll come back and do something. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do, but we'll do something. I'm thinking maybe adding a wall in the middle or something. Adding like a map or something. Could be fun. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll take suggestions. So yeah, let's take a little break.